We're looking at a gun that's CQB and DMR all wrapped up into one. That's right, in this episode of Airsoftology Reviews. So you're probably going, Jonathan, you're crazy. You can't have a DMR and a CQB rifle. They both are different FPSs. How can it be the same thing? Well, this one is, and this is a special edition gun, custom built and custom ordered by Fox Airsoft, but it's the ICS CXP and it's their special two-part package. So this is one of those things that I've been honestly asking for years, but you can't pull it off with any old airsoft gun. I'll show you what the package is here in a second and why they can do it with this build. But first, we're going to talk about the gun itself. And this is the ICS CXP platform, which is their top-end AEG. So what you get from the gun, and this is part one. You'll get to see part two in a second. It's so cool. You get a full metal build. I'm talking everything's metal except for the grip and the stock. So this fantastic, really long rail. You got a 14.5-inch outer barrel, so tons of range and tons of accuracy out here. Lots of rail space, so you can put anything you want in it. Being a DMR, you're probably going to want to put some sort of magnified optic on this thing, and maybe a laser box, something like that. And of course, you do get the built-in iron sights. Now these are polymer. I did mention that. You just press the actual button forward. They pop right up. You can press the back one forward, adjustable for windage and elevation here, and of course elevation here in the front. Actually really nice. They click up and down very nicely. They do sit a little high, but I kind of like that because it does allow you to aim down the sights even if you don't have them up. It's kind of my own personal preference. I'm not a huge fan of those sights that sit super duper low. Finishing out that rail, we do have some swivel sling attachment points here on the side and key mod all the way down, both sides, left and right and bottom. And this is Airsoft version key mod, so that's what you're going to want to use. And you get some ovals here on the offset. In fact, they might even be M-LOK compatible. I wasn't able to test that, but they sure do look pretty darn close. You might be able to squeeze some M-LOK, especially here on the bottom 45 if you want to go that route. Moving on to the receiver, nice satin finish all the way through, the nice 6P markings here on the side. No trademarks because, hey, that helps keep the cost down, and plus you'll see why on this gun, really cool. Standard fire controls here, set up for a righty, safe, semi, and full auto. Nice, comfortable polymer grip here from ICS. I kind of like what they do. It's contoured. It's good for both lefties and righties. Nice polymer 300 round high cap. I do love this. This is one of those things, if you watch my other ICS video, I hadn't been using ICS in years, and I bumped into ICS again and started checking them out here about last year. They put a window in the mag. How hard is it for anybody to do that? It's such a great idea. You can see how many rounds you have in this high cap. So it's 300 round high cap or 330 rounder, but you can see how many rounds you have left. It's an opaque window. You can kind of look and go, okay, I'm halfway out. Such a great idea. I wish everybody would do that. Also, you have a good ambi charging handle here. It works on both sides. You can squeeze the left or the right, and it's extended really far. So if you really need to get that hop-up open to access that nice, good dial-type hop-up, which I love. I'm so glad companies are putting them in their guns, and it's all metal as well. It's easy to do. And of course, it is blowbacks. That's pretty cool. So every time you fire, you get a little bit of that blowback action, which I think just adds a cool little touch to the gun. Rounding out the externals, you do have sling attachment points here on the left and right. Big ovals so they don't get bound up. Nice big stock. Looks familiar if you guys are familiar with certain brands. Big, huge rubber butt pad. Butt pad pops right off. You can get to the battery. Tons of battery space. I mean, I'm talking a cavern in there so you can fit just about anything you want. Big lipos, huge nickel metal hydrides. You're totally covered. And some more swivel sling attachment points here in the back, as well as regular sling attachments. So if you get a swivel sling here and the right in the front, and you are good to go. So let's jump into internals, but I'm going to show you some externals at the same time because that's what this gun is so neat. If you guys aren't familiar with ICS, ICS does one thing, and they've been doing it very well for many, many years, and it's called the split mech box. A couple little pins here, boom and boom. There's your upper, but look at that. I want to show you on the inside of this upper here. That is all your guts, your spring, your piston, everything's in here, and this part here is removable. So all you gotta do is just grab it, slide it out. There is your upper internal. So if you gotta change spring out, it's right here. If you got an issue, you can take care of it right there. If you have a bound up mech box, no problem. Super easy to fix. But this is where the gun comes interesting. I'm gonna show you here through the magic of editing. Now I've got a short upper. That's right, this package comes with two different uppers. So that's what makes it so neat. You've got the long upper, which is set up for DMR. Like I said, we'll get to FPS here in the chrono section, but because the lower parts here, your gears and everything are here, match up to this, you get a full second upper. So you get two different uppers with a CQB spring in this. So this actually comes with the package. It's actually called the Captain Upper. It comes with a really cool metal flash hider too. So all you gotta do here is line these two up, push the body pins back in like that, and in the front, and now I have a CQB gun. That big DMR gun, that big outside gun becomes this. This one has little metal flip-up sights that are integrated here. Push a button on the side, it pops up, and then you got your standard kind of cool rifle sight here in the back. So now you have absolute 2 guns in one. Still get that key mod, still get kind of the M-lock set here at the 45, but just a whole lot shorter. This thing is ready to go clear rooms. So taking to the chrono, looking at the long upper, ready for DMR. You are rocking right at that 450 mark, maybe even a little bit higher. That's a brand new spring, should settle right on into that 450 number, no problem at all. So you can definitely reach out and touch someone. Now keep in mind, if it's a little hard for your field, don't worry, you can swap the uppers. That's right, you're good for CQB now. You can room clear all you want. I mean, 2 pins, you saw how fast it was a second ago. Swap it out, no problem. Now, the big gotcha on this is when you do swap the internals, you gotta make sure the gears are lined up, but that's because ICS has a decocking feature. When you take it into safe, it moves the gears into the right position, which I love because it also takes that wear and tear off your spring, but also allows you to change those uppers without binding the gears up or having to line it right. So if you're looking for a CQB gun, or you're looking for a DMR, or you're looking for pretty much any gun you could imagine, you should definitely take a look at this Fox custom ICS package they put together in conjunction with ICS. And the best part about it is on the premium side. Now don't get me wrong, like pricing, it's kind of up there. This is up there with the premium gun, but when you consider you are absolutely getting 2 full AEGs for the price of kind of 1 premium AEG, you are getting such a deal. And remember, this is a 450 upper. That is a strong gun. We're talking like really reaching out and touching somebody, so you know this thing can handle just about anything you throw at it. So guys, if you want to learn more about this or pick up one for your own, definitely check out the Fox package from ICS. It's the dual upper system. I think it's great. I think it's a great thing. It's something that I wish companies had done for a long time. And if you want to learn more, as always, I have a link over to Fox's page so you can check out this product and read more about the details in the description below. As always, thanks for tuning in. If you're not currently a subscriber, click on the logo on the bottom right or in the description and you'll always be in the know. Plus, if you like what you saw in this video and want to learn more, I've got a link down there as well. And if you haven't had your airsoft fixed just yet, click on the videos on the right or use the info button at the top of the screen for more. And as the saying goes, everyone has an opinion and I do want to hear yours. So give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down on this video, comment and share.